Okay, so day 12 now, and I'm about to head off. And this lovely young lady here has been my proprietor. Thank you very much.
I hope come back again.
Yes, I hope to come back again too when the oranges are in season. It's been a wonderful stop, and she made me some nice buns with orange jam. It was quite wonderful. So, one last time, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Jackie, okay, take care.
Yes, I will. And away we go.
Have a nice trip.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, again, following a coastal route. Hopefully this will be a little bit flatter than yesterday. Haha, you're right. Still, one can hope. Turns out the ferry route that I wanted to take no longer exists. So as a result, I'm going to have to go a little bit farther to go to a ferry that takes me a little bit farther than what I was planning as well. Oh well, it'll all be worth it in the end, I'm sure. It's not like, well, but at this rate I should be able to make 1,000 kilometers before journey's end, and that would be nice. Well, that over there must be Wakayama. This is where I could quit my trip, because all I got to do is get on a ferry at Wakayama, take it over to Tokushima, and then back home to Tokyo. And originally I was going to transfer over here to go to Tokushima, so I could continue on my way to Kyushu. But as it is now, I'm just going to go through, and then take a shorter ferry to a different island, and work my way down to Tokushima a different way. Hey, they got a Ferris wheel over there, amusement park. At least I think that's Wakayama. Could be the area behind it. Anyway, time to move on. Well, my mistake. This is a place called Kainen. Wakayama is another 10 clicks away from here. Oh well. I'll get there eventually. There's some sort of a high school competition going on here. Wish I had some idea of what was going on. It's at a junior high school here. Oh well, nothing interesting here. Well, I'm definitely in Wakayama now, and it is definitely a city. Geez, I haven't seen this many buildings or roads this wide since I left Tokyo. Osaka is only about 70 kilometers away, so I could make it there by nightfall, but I don't intend to go there at all. I've been to Osaka before, not terribly impressed to be honest. But my goal is the ferries. Now the only question is, do I take the long route along the coast, or do I take a shorter route over the hills? It's only one set of hills, it might not be too bad. Have to check some maps before I go. Maybe ask some locals. And over there in the distance we have Wakayama-jo Castle. Let's see if I can get a closer look at it. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's a recreation or what, but it's a really old castle up there. Looks cool. Well, I figured, what the heck? What's the point of going on a trip like this if I don't get to say that I went to a cool castle on the way, right? So, I believe we gotta go up these stairs here or some such. Let's find out. Ooh, now as we get closer, we can see part of the castle itself. And there are vending machines up here. Of course I shouldn't be surprised, but somehow it just felt wrong seeing all this, wow, the majesty, the majestic nature of the place, and then vending machines. Oh well, that's Japan for you. Ooh, even Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty popcorn, no less. And you can hear the music. Ah, nuts. Just stopped. Hello Kitty popcorn. Oh well. Well, the tickets aren't too expensive to go into the castle, but I don't think I really got time. I could easily spend a couple hours in there, and then next thing you know, it's nighttime, and oh no, what do I do now? But I've been in some places similar to this, but I'd love to come back. Check this baby out. Of course, if they've got Hello Kitty popcorn nearby, who knows what else they got inside. Yeah, pretty much just as I thought. The castle here was destroyed during World War II, unfortunately. I guess way too many of these kinds of places were. It was rebuilt in 1958, and in order to try and recreate it as exactly as possible. But still, what a loss. It says here it was originally built in 1585. Oh well. There's also a tea room nearby here. I wonder if I should check that out. So, way off in the distance there you can see the castle I was just at, hopefully. This is Wakayama City. Hills over in the distance. Coast over here. And a great big bridge. Here's a great big bridge that I'm under. Let's see. Still trying to decide which way to go. To go straight or to go around. What to do. Well, I'll figure it out. They both have advantages. Well, the sun's starting to come out. This road here is actually a toll road. I didn't realize that. But the toll's not too much for a bicycle. Only 10 yen. So, very cheap to get over here. So I decided to take the coastal route. Should add only about 5-10 kilometers to my route tops. I should still have plenty of time to do everything I need to do. Onward! Just waiting for the train to pass. Well, that was worth the wait. Echo! Hello! Can you hear me? Tunnels are cool. Oh, car behind me. Time to quit. Remind me not to stay in the same bunks as these people. Well, the upside of the route I took is, it is indeed very flat and very easy to get over. I've been making great time, great distance. The downside is, of course, it's pretty much all city all the way through. Oh well, I've been in the forest and whatnot so long, I don't mind this as a change of pace. I think the island I'll be going to is going to be largely farmland, but I can't be sure. Oh well. Well, I'm getting closer. Way off in the distance I can see the Ferris wheel in Osaka. I remember seeing it before. At least I think that's it. Could be something else. Anyway, that bridge over there goes over to the man-made island with the Kensai, I think it is called, airport, which will be sinking into the ocean in about 20 years. Oh well, enjoy it while you can. I'll get a closer shot from the ferry, I'm sure. It's different anyway. And now it changes to something else. Well, I ended up near another fishing area, another little port here. That highway up there is very direct, but I can't go on it. Nor would I want to. Kind of interesting to end up by these kind of places. And I have no idea what's around this bend. Actually, a little while ago I ran across some feral cats. Like a bunch of wild cats. Well, semi-wild. Someone's feeding them, but they're definitely not domestic. Oh, what the heck? Some sort of a marine shop. But how do I get out? Maybe I can't. Bloody hell. Oh wait, maybe there's something over here. Well, there seems to be something here. And this is what happens when you just sort of follow whatever. This is generally the route, and now I've ended up here, wherever here is. All I know is it's generally in the right direction because that is where I need to be. Ah, no. Now it's taking me away from that direction. I can see why, too, because it's over a river now. Soon I will get there. I'm going to see more of these houses with little bridges over them because there's a drainage ditch right in front of them, in front of the area. This one more a ramp down to the street. Oh, how am I going to get through that? I'm going to have to get off. You will get a haircut. You will get a haircut. I see these things all over the place in front of barbers and salons and whatnot. Hypnotizing, isn't it? You will get a haircut. Well, I was wrong once again about the Ferris wheel. That's definitely not the one from Osaka. Well, I get used to being wrong about these things. That's okay. Still trying to find my way to the port, though. Proving a tad trickier than I expected. And here's the amusement park that Ferris wheel is attached to. Nothing too big. Definitely for the kiddies. Not even a decent roller coaster. Oh well. Well, finally I found a Koban, that is to say police box, with somebody actually in it. And he gave me directions. So I'm happy. I'm not too far away now. This trip may have just ended. Not 2 seconds after I stopped the camera, I was looking at the map, took my eyes off the road, and I ran into that. And because I ran into that, I actually managed to break my seat. I don't know how well you can see this here, but it's broken, which means I can't ride. I mean, I can't even lean back on this thing. Oh boy. I'm going to see if I can improvise by moving this up, clamping it off, and gluing it, but I'm not too hopeful. This is bad. Figures, it happens right at the end. Okay, the clamp idea might work, but I need to get some crazy glue. I want to try just use that to make doubly sure, and I'm going to have to put this back onto it. I'm not sure how, though, because there's not enough room. I have to make an incision here to give it some room. Really, it's just a matter of trying to jury-rig this sucker back together. But then again, that's what I'm famous for. Well, I'm not going to let something like a broken bike interfere with my trip. One way or another, I'm getting there. In the meantime, here's a shot of the bridge taking you over to the airport. We'll get a shot of the airport later. This is a pretty, low-level type ferry. Just, shuttle service. The ferry I take back, however, will probably be more of a luxury liner variety. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm thinking that I'm going to try and get my hands on some crazy glue, but more importantly, I'm going to need some metal, something to put in there to reinforce it. Finding something the right size, that's another matter, though. But more so than anything, it's the clamp that's either going to make or break the deal. If the clamp doesn't work, it's over. And the question is, where I'm going, I mean, I'm pretty much stuck. If it is over, I have no idea how I'm going to get back. Well, I'll have to ditch the bike and, take the train and stuff. That would really, really suck. Just like a little in-flight meal that I picked up here. Cost about 600 yen. Haven't had lunch yet, so I figured might as well have something and then ponder more about the problem at hand. Looks good though. Well, I just got a new fracture here. As I was tightening it up, and I was pretty sure this was going to work, I got this. It just snapped like that. Like bam. Now the question is, does that make this unrideable? Again, we'll have to wait and see. Jeez, it doesn't rain Ford. And that's all she wrote, folks. No, this thing is toast. I can't, oh boy. Oh God. Grr, I say. Oh boy. I'd like to say I'm not licked yet, but I honestly cannot think of a solution to this problem. I've been staring at this for about 10 minutes, trying to come up with a solution. Absolutely nothing comes to mind. The only thing I could think of would be putting some sort of a metal rod in this spot here. The problem is the pressure down here, this part is bound to snap off next, I'm sure of it. Like I'm beat. Now what? Ditch the bike and go home? I'd rather not do that. I don't want to ditch the bike, but I can't think of anything else. Well, better that it's happened here than on the middle of a busy street, right? I had that happen to me once. Something similar anyway. Viaticus Rex. She served me well over the years. I can't believe that one tiny little problem has completely ruined the rest of this trip. Well, I shouldn't say ruined. I'll find some way around. I don't care. I tell you though, if this had happened on one of the bad days, like the day where it was all raining or the day where it was all uphill for me, yeah, this would have broke me, I think. I think I would have felt really bummed out after that. As it is, I'm already feeling like I'm wrapping up, and this is just another pain in the neck to keep me from getting home on schedule. So, what are my plans? I've been thinking about it, and I'm going to see if I can take a bus down this island to get over, maybe continue taking buses until I get to the ferry port. Now, if I can take a bus, hopefully I can talk them into letting me use or take the bike with me. If I can get the bike home, I could probably get some replacement parts. However, if they won't let me take the bike on board, I'll just have to salvage what I can and bring back the rest. At the very least, I think what I'm going to try and do is salvage the frame. If I can get that frame home, then I can always rebuild Viaticus Rex in the future. That would make me feel better. I hope I can. It's a good bike. Just need to get a replacement seat for it and whatnot. Well, here's hoping. I'm on the jazz, man. I'm on the jazz. If you're wondering why I'm smiling, I thought I had figured something out. I figured I could take the damaged buckle and put it on the seat because I figured it would hold up better there. Like the way I distribute my weight and whatnot, I may not even, I wouldn't be putting too much pressure here. So I took that, put it over here, and I ended up breaking it too. Good God. Either the shock of the impact worked its way all through the frame, which basically renders the whole thing useless, or I applied too much pressure while trying to put this on, but I can't believe that. I've tightened these things before. This has never happened before, let alone twice. Well, that's pretty much it. There is no other way. This thing is toast, and I'm going to have to find a new way home. Okay, well, I strapped this thing down as best as I can, tightened this up as much as I could. What I'm going to try to do is just to hobble it around a bit, see what happens. I'm not going to take it on any major streets, not going to put myself at any risk. I'm just going to pedal around, see what happens. If it feels like that it might hold up under the strain, I'm going to take it very slowly and casually down the coast on the slowest road possible and not take any risks whatsoever, so please rest assured that I'm only being half crazy on this matter. I can't believe I'm even going to try, but, I mean, because chances are within a half hour it's going to break. We're almost there at the port. It's going to break soon, I'm sure of it. So I figure I'm going to go as far as I can. When it breaks, set up camp, then the next day find a new way home. Life's an adventure. Charge. Well, here we come in at the port. Easy fun. It'd be a lot more fun if I wasn't worried about this whole situation. Unbelievably, the bike seems to be holding together. And I do mean unbelievably. I'm not going to trust it for a minute. This thing's going to fall apart any second, I'm sure of it, and I'm going to be very cautious about it. So why am I recording this? I'm not sure. Maybe it's because the road's so quiet and nothing behind me. Anyway, here's hoping. Who knows what's going to happen next. It's an adventure. Well, I refuse to give up. I'll take it very, very slow, but I'm going to try my best to get this bicycle as far as it can. And when it can go no further, I'll find some other way to get where I'm going. Oh boy. Yeah, you hear that siren? That's for me. Still, I just don't see an alternative other than completely packing it in. And quite frankly, I don't want to give fate the satisfaction. We have over here yet another amusement park. Oop, being blocked out by the building. There we go. The bike is holding up reasonably well. Actually, I think that the way I have it set up gives it a bit more flexibility, so there's less likelihood of it popping out, I hope. No guarantees, of course. Nevertheless, I'm going to take it easy. But so far, so good. I don't feel any weakness or strain, and I'll be ready for it. Well, I'm not right now, of course, but hey, I'm going to keep you guys informed. And this can act as a last will and testament if all else fails. Let's see. Well, no, I'm not going to go there. Got a nice little bike trail here. The sun is starting to go down. It'll be sunset in about 1 hour and 15 minutes. I figure I'm going to get to the next town and then find a place to set up my tent, probably by the beach. That'd be nice. Hopefully there won't be a problem with that. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn if there is. So, here I am, enjoying the hospitality of strangers. Let's see, it's the way we say it, you know. So I stopped over here and to find out whether or not it's okay to camp over there, and these people very graciously offered to let me stay here with them for a while. So I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. Yeah, so thank you very much. What a hell of a strange day. And it happens almost on the full moon. As a matter of fact, as near as I can figure it, it's going to be a full moon when I get, well, where I'm going. I think it'll be a full moon tomorrow, which means that, I don't know if there's any any symbolism involved in that or what, but something to be a little concerned about, maybe? I mean, I've decided I am going to push forward. I'm going to take my bike as best as I can, as far as I can, and it seems to be doing okay, but I don't know. Something about this whole thing just makes me think that just at the wrong moment, when there's absolutely nothing left that I can do about it, bam! It's all going to go to hell. But of course, those are the kind of thoughts you'd expect to have at a time like this. And then you have something like the what just happened to me back here with the family, and they're packing up now, and the meal that they gave me, the hospitality, everything that they've done, I mean, it's wonderful, it's great, it's the kind of thing I had happen to me a few times in Canada. And yet, because of everything else, all these little things, I can't help but wonder if this is my last meal. Okay, I shouldn't have said that. Well, but then again, I don't believe in luck. I know I'm rambling right now, but I guess it's just because it's one of those moments. I mean, here I am, down by the beach. Okay, granted, it's a bit of a dirty beach. Dang, people should learn to clean up. But, down by the beach, nearly full moon. The sun just set, or is setting. It's like behind the mountains over there now. And, I just can't help but wonder what's going to happen tomorrow. Am I going to make it? There's two routes I could possibly take. One that is very indirect and one that's direct. And I've been told that the direct route... Oh, hey, this is a little kid here that was helping me out. Hello. He was playing Frisbee earlier, too. And she was helping, too. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's recording. Video. Oh, well. So, yeah, unfortunately, the kids don't understand me at all. But, anyway, the more direct route, from what I've heard, it may also be the easier route. And if I take the indirect route, there's going to be a lot more ups and downs. I don't know if that's true or not. But I figure, what the heck? If it looks like any hills that I come across that look like they might be trouble, I'll just walk it. I definitely got nothing to prove at this point. Hell, the fact that I'm still riding this bicycle has proved me insane enough as it is. I don't need to take it a step further. Okay, I've rambled on long enough. I feel that this is more than adequate for... It would help if there was somebody she was playing with, but she's not.